What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Type Help. In the last episode, we started continuing to fill the gaps in our knowledge of what's happening. I think the last thing we kind of figured out was that Vic is actually pregnant through all of this, or at least up until she is quote-unquote dying. I'm still not super convinced that anybody but Annie and John actually die here, because Annie shoots herself in the head, and John jumps out of a window, but everybody else doesn't necessarily. It's not their bodies are still warm, and they have and the bodies are taken away. So it's almost like they're like in an induced coma or something. I wonder how that would work. But before we go any further, before we try to continue to figure out if there are any holes left, I want to go to notes and just kind of quickly scroll through all of this and see if there's anything that I haven't really followed up on. So here we go. So March 7th, 1936, Sunday. Done. Only one was identified. I'm assuming that's John, but I don't know about that. Alan Thomas is our person. Claire Hobbs is dead. Yep, Horror Days, don't know what that is. We don't know what that's specifically referring to. John has some talent that we don't understand yet. That's a big one. This is Tony might know Rupert. Tony feels like he's heard that name before. That's probably just a leftover of the memory wipe, right? So we can get rid of that. Vic doesn't know Tony, which should be fine, right? Because Tony is there's a lot of familial shit with that. Vic is only there because she used to be with Eddie. They're childhood friends. Eddie's dating Eve. Eve's brother is Tony, so Vic and Tony would not know each other. That's true. Amelia West piano recital in Hand of Study Corpse. Martha married into Galley name. Yep. That I feel like we're pretty good to delete that. Rupert in the chapel. So Rupert actually dies in 1, so I don't think he actually could be. I don't think that that's actually true. Oswald? Question mark? Yes, Oswald is a person. Vic is with Damien. Yeah, we know that. 9 is 10's parent. Yeah, we know that too. Living room scene has 4 people enter. Who is the 4th? Ooh, good note. Okay, so living room scene, 4 more people enter the living room. Oh, sure. So, right, we're saying that this place has 02 should have a living room scene before it, because people will have been there before. So 1, 6, 7, 4, 1, 4, 6, 7. So what's left is 5, 8, 9. Does that work? 5, 8, 9. Yes. Would you like a glass of something, Helen? Hello, Martha. That would be wonderful. Thank you. You know, it's not often I get the opportunity to enjoy myself like this. You should come around here more often. Otherwise, I end up getting through a whole bottle of wine by myself. No? Is that right? Good evening. What is that? Otherwise, I end up getting through a whole bottle of wine by myself. No. Is that right? Right. Because she usually would be drinking with her husband, but he's dead now, so she's like, her brain is cutting in on itself. Good evening. Ah, Helen, this is Damien. He's the lovely man that's courting Victoria. It's a pleasure to meet you, madam. Please, Mrs. Dower. Isn't he handsome? Would you like some wine, Damien? No, thank you, Miss Galley. Yeah. Oh, right, because they wouldn't know each other. Okay, so isn't he handsome? Wouldn't you like some wine, Damien? No, thank you, Mrs. Galley. Mrs. Galley. Interesting. Mrs. Galley? Vic and I were just discussing what a lovely house you have. Oh, Damien, call me Martha, please. Did you manage to get the phone working? Yes, it was all fine. Vic just needed to make a quick call. We finished a moment ago. Where are you from then? London. But Vic and I met while traveling in Egypt, actually. Oh, so you travel a lot, do you? Not so much anymore, but I'd like to plan another trip soon. Only if Vic wants to, of course. She's lucky to have you, Damien. I always thought she'd do well for herself, you know? Always a clever girl. That's too kind. Well, it's nice to meet a young man who's made something of himself, at least. Too many these days lack discipline. Right. Ah, here come the others. Okay, great. So that fills that one out. So now we have 1, 2. We're missing 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we just have Oswald drifting somewhere. And this says that there's still something we can find here. Interesting. Isn't he handsome? Wouldn't you like some wine, Damien? Vic and I were just discussing what a lovely house you have. Okay. So I wonder if it's like 01 entrance 78? No? Okay. How about 01 VI 78? No? 01... Where else would they be? Living room. They're coming into the living room. How about the dining room? 78. Aha! You could hear the piano playing in another room. Did you call your mom? I let her know we were here. And you told her about Annie? Of course I did. I can't lie to her, but I made her promise not to call back here. Oh, interesting. But I made her promise not to call back here because I don't want Annie to feel like I've betrayed her. There's a thunderclap as she's talking, but it doesn't seem to put her off. How much money is it? Whoa, what? How much money is it? I haven't asked, but she wouldn't have come to me unless she was desperate. Oh, she's... Okay, got it. Please go easy on her, won't you, sweetheart? How long she's gonna be staying with us, Vic? It won't be for long, I promise. I'll talk to her. You know I love you. Of course I do, sweetheart. I love you too. You just make it hard for us sometimes. I want it to be just me and you. I want that... Oh, but she's pregnant. That's interesting. I want that too. I know the people here aren't the nicest, but we'll be gone by tomorrow, and Annie won't be with us long. It'll just be the two of us. Then maybe we could start looking at starting a family. Is that something you'd want? This isn't the time or place to be discussing it, Vic. Obviously, sorry. There's a knock at the front door. You talk about starting a family, but then you wear that thing here? I know what it is. Sweetheart, I'm sorry. I promise it's nothing. I'll catch up with you later, but I'd better go see who that is, okay? Don't leave me alone with these people for too long. I love you, Vic. Love you too. It sounds like they're kissing. It's not a particularly pleasant sound to listen out for. Ooh, this page is getting long. Well, I guess because it's the most amount of characters, right? Okay, let's go back. Before we forget, let's not get sidetracked. Let's go back to notes. Let's just continue going. So we did that. Good note. I'm glad that helped me out. The ring is in the billiard room somewhere. Tony is in the army. I feel like we could keep these. Tony never comes back to the room. Yeah, we could kind of figure that out. Annie saw someone stealing from Helen's bedroom. We now know that was Tony. She didn't actually see him out of Helen's bedroom. Tony told her. Eddie doesn't know who Harry is before he dies. Yeah, that's now a great note. Eddie doesn't know what the fuck is happening. Great note. I'm going to keep that on there. Rupert's name is on a pocket watch box. We could keep that. Martha lies about calling the police. Yes, we've seen that. She picks up the phone but then puts it right back down. We still don't actually know why. Actually, let me go. Let's do find phone. And person 5 picks up the phone, but then replaces it again without using it. Person 6 and 7 enter. So we're talking about the time code 6 with 5. So let's go back to the list. Where is she in 5? So she's also in the dining room. Now, John, tell me why you're here. I'm sorry, it's not quite what I was expecting. I'm afraid I've never heard of a Rupert Galley. Could he be a distant relative? He's unlikely to be. I wasn't born a Galley. I only took the surname for myself. Well, it would have been around the time I moved into this house, I suppose. I was hoping you might be able to shed some light on why I'm here. We're just having a small gathering here tonight. Who else is here? There's 10 of us in the house in total, not counting whoever we found in the study. Right. There's 10 of us in the house in total, and Thornton, of course, makes 11. He's our butler and our only member of staff. As far as I can tell, this is true. I found no evidence of anyone else in the house. What's that you're holding, John? I found it near the body. I thought it probably wasn't one of yours. I was thinking maybe someone else might recognize it. It's the key to the chapel. I haven't been there in a long time. Well, that's something to look into, I suppose. Actually, John, could you go and take it to our butler? He'll be dealing with the mess in the study. Oh, certainly. I think I met him earlier. I'll go there now. Thank you, and you're welcome to join us for dinner later on. Okay. All right, back to the notes. So there was just a time jump there. I think a little bit, just her at the phone. Still suspicious. Annie is staying in the attic. Yeah, we know that. They think it's ghosts. Right, there was a quote at some point that said, they think it's ghosts. So what actually is it? Modern case similarities. Yep, piano automated. Yeah, the piano is automated. You can break the brainwash. Yes, you can. Wintercoat WI is a location. That's, I think, going to be one of our final scenes for sure. All victims regain memories just before death. Tony isn't his real name. All bodies haven't been shot, poisoned. They can all be alive other than 2 and 1. One death person is unlike the others. Who breaks the pattern? The audio is coming from inside or on their persons. Annie figured out that what was happening. What did she find out? Catherine's immune, I think. John's thunder is unreliable. Is the thunder inside their heads rather than a diegetic sound? What the fuck is Rupert saying on the invitation? Damien doesn't break the pattern. Okay, Oswald's sister. In time code 11, Helen may be remembering her daughter too early prior to her death. I kind of agree with that. 3 to 5, Annie sees stealing watch at HE. Yes, we figured that one out. Annie has Vic's bracelet as of time code 4. Annie is hiding something from her mom, Kay. I think it's because she's in debt, is the idea, and Vic is pregnant. Okay, cool. So that's the notes. I think that was worth going over. We found a couple of events that way. So now what I want to do is I have a little... I have a little post-it note here, and I'm just going to note which scenes, or which time codes, rather, do I not have all of the people for, and which scenes, and which people do I not have them for. So starting from the back, because I think it's the easiest. 111, 12, 123, 1234. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so from here it should be 8. So 1, 2, 4, and 6 are missing. So in 13, we're missing 4 and 6. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in 12, we're just missing 6. So we're missing Eddie there. Scream from the billiards room. So 11, we're missing a lot. 11, we're missing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. 10, we're missing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay. In 9, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's everybody. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's complete. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so in 6, we're missing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so 3 and 4 we're missing in scene 6. Here we go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 5 is complete. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. 1, 2. Okay, so in 2, we're missing 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So Oswald is really our most disappeared character. Oop. Hit my mic. And finally, in 1, we have 1, 2. We're missing 3. We're missing 4. We're missing 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. So we're missing 9. Okay. So I might just put this up on the screen just so you could see what we're dealing with, so you know what I'm looking at. Cool. So now I guess it's really just based on the numbers that we're given here on the sides, is there something that we can figure out as to which sequences can we figure out? So this one has, so let's just go straight down the line. So here, 5 AT, so attic, this is Annie saying she this is Tony revealing he stole the pocket watch, right? So what could that enlighten? If Tony, so I owe a scene with Tony in the next scene. So maybe if Tony explains where he's going to go here, that would help me. Something in this tells me where to go. So, or backward. Like this morning. The first scene, I'm still missing Tony also. So maybe that also helps. Did you steal it? Well, yes, no. Some stranger turned up. No one knows who he is, and apparently he's looking for someone called Rupert Galley. He's talking about John. He's not important. Everyone else was there in the living room. And no one claimed to know who Rupert Galley was. She showed it to me just before I came up and met you, but I didn't think anything of it. Okay, so if that's the case, you met her here. Cool. So number 1, this is going to be in Helen's room then, I imagine. And then I'm going to assume that it's 4 and 9 together, and that's it. Yes. A piano can be heard faintly in the background. How do I look, Tony? You look wonderful, Mom. I could tell you're not looking at me. Put that watch back before you get your greasy fingerprints all over it. He's old enough that he won't notice it anyway. Ooh. Oh, she bought it as a present for him. It's his birthday, of course. I could tell you're not looking at me. Put that watch back before you get your greasy fingerprints all over it. He's old enough that he won't notice it anyway. Well, he better appreciate it. I spent an awful lot of money on it. There's a thunderclap outside, so that's Rupert dying. Mom, what's the name on this box? I don't know, darling. Just put the watch back in there and leave it alone. All right, you don't get this annoyed at Eve. Your sister is a competent woman. You'd do well to take a page out of her book. A competent woman? You don't know the half of things I don't want to hear it, Tony. We ought to make our way downstairs, and I want you to try and be pleasant to our hosts, okay? I'll be down in a minute, Mom. I think I recognized someone earlier. Well, don't get yourself in trouble, darling. Okay, great. So I can cross 4 and 9 off my list. So now I just owe 3 and 5, which is Oswald and Martha, in 1. That was a good call out, though. So if I just scan the rest of these, I should be able to find them like that. But oddly, I don't have anything here, which means that my ode scenes from 1 and 2, I'm going to find that much later. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, please come in and take a seat. Dinner will be up in a moment. It wasn't him that you saw, was it? Oh. No, well, I didn't catch a good look. Okay, that's her talking about the watch stealer. Does it matter where we sit? Some more people enter. Ah, Damien, you wouldn't help me with the dishes from the dumbwaiter, would you? So, I'm not owed anything from 7, but if I could figure out where Tony's coming from in 6, that would help. You have to remind me of your name, I'm afraid. John Hobbs. Eddie told Mr. Hobbs you could eat with us. Ian, sorry about earlier. Are we all good? I don't know what you're talking about. What's up with you two? How are you liking the house, Mrs. Dower? This evening hasn't been too dramatic for you. Someone passed away peacefully in the study earlier. Well, not one anymore, it isn't. Can't be Oswald. I saw him a moment ago. Okay, so they were together. Can't be Oswald. I saw him a moment ago. Checking. I need to go and get something. Okay, so if he was with Oswald in scene 6, dining room, living room, Eddie's room, study, where would they have been? So, where was Oswald before? He was in the living room? So maybe we try... Oh, no, not the living... So he's not in the living room. You're in the attic. Maybe Oswald's room himself? 3, 4? No, okay. 06 OS 34. So, how about... I gotta go back to the list. Dining room, living room, maybe just the entrance. 06 entrance 34? No. Billiard room? 06 BI 34? No. I don't want to keep guessing it. So I'm gonna make a little note on here that there's gonna be like a little brackets that they're together. That's what that clue is, though, that they were together. So now I just need to use something else to tell me where exactly did they talk, if that's possible. All right. This one has a 1. This is 9, so I'm going to have to assume that this enlightens something about 10. Andy, this doesn't need to be a long discussion. Just tell me where you put the pocket watch. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that all you wanted to ask me? I'm not blaming you for anything. Just tell me where it is. What would you blame me for? I haven't done anything. I'm not stupid, Annie. Please don't make a big deal out of this. Oh, you're not stupid? Then explain to me why you've got it in your head that I'm the one stealing things. I haven't even been near Helen's room. I never said you stole it, but Helen said you know who did. And Tony talking secretively over dinner. And Tony said that he was going to get something. There's no point in lying to me, Annie. I swear I didn't have anything to do with it. I understand. Just give me something to go on. You already know everything by the sounds of it. Tony's probably hidden it somewhere. That's all I needed to hear. Look, I'm sorry that I'm sleeping with your sister, Annie. That doesn't mean we have to be enemies. You're lucky Martha didn't make you sleep up in the attic. Haha, I'm sure it's not that bad. Have you had a chance to meet the others yet? I've spoken to Tony, and that almost landed me in trouble, and I came down to the living room just before dinner, but only Helen was there, which I think I have. Yeah, because I don't owe... What is this, 9? Yeah, I don't owe any scenes with Annie before this one. I came to the living room just before dinner and only Helen was there. I thought this place was going to be more lively, to be honest. Enough seems to be happening to keep me interested, at least. Dead bodies aren't my idea of fun. There's a thunderclap outside. That was dramatic. You don't know anything about this Rupert Galley, do you? Not that I expect you to. No, although I did see this one weird guy walking around. He used to live here a long time ago. I think I'll go ask him. Okay, so... Right, so she's going to go and talk to Oswald now. Try and break the news to him gently. If this is one of his relatives, then it could be quite upsetting. Thanks for the advice, sweetheart. You're always looking out for me. Kiss, kiss. If you couldn't tell, the last time was sarcastic. So yeah, we've actually figured this clue out before, that in 10, Annie and Oswald are together. So I'm going to bracket those also. Cool, but in 10 also, 5 and 6 are missing, but I don't necessarily have context as to where they are. So maybe let's try, I'm sure I've tried this already, but let's do Oswald's room 2, 3. No. How about 10 attic 2, 3? Nope. Oswald's dining, actually, so maybe 10 DI 2, 3. Aha! Hello again. You're Oswald, right? Tell me, why is it that everyone seems to know my name today without me introducing myself? I should hope there aren't things being said behind my back. No, we met before. Up in the attic, you said? I remember what I said. Why have you disturbed my meal? Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind, it's not important. My dear, I apologize. Please, take a seat. I don't mean to be so rude. She sits down. So then, what brings you to Galley House on this rainy evening? I'm here with my sister. I don't really know anyone else here, to be honest. It's just somewhere to stay. It's a lot more than that, my dear. This house has a lot of history to it. Oh, I'm sure. In fact, I wanted to let you know. Have you heard of Rupert Galley? I think I know where this is going. I've already been informed. It's a very intriguing business. Did you know him? I haven't heard that much, to be honest, just that he's died. Yes, I knew him. He used to live in this house a very long time ago. He's long dead, though. I don't know why he would turn up again today. Oh my god, really? I'm as surprised as you are. Not only that, but when they went back to inspect the body again, it had disappeared. That's terrifying. You don't think that someone's trying to scare us, do you? Maybe someone wants to give something given back that Rupert used to have? Perhaps. But Rupert's not the only one. They found the body of the old butler, Thornton, in the kitchen. He was the butler here when I was a child. No, he's not, though, because his name is Harry, and George is the old one. So he's confusing the dead people with people who used to live in the house that have similar last names or similar names. Another one, I had no idea. This house has its dark secrets. The current residents have no idea what's in store for them. I hope you don't mind me asking, but I heard something about a girl that used to sleep in the attic. Could you tell me anything about her? Just in case, she could be connected. Why don't you follow me up to my bedroom? I can show you some things from many years ago that you might find interesting. Oh. Okay, sure, why not? The two of them leave. The piano can be heard playing in the background. Okay, cool. So, this is 10-2-3, so that's off my list. And then I'm assuming that I'm going to be getting 11-2-3 also. So let's do 11 OS 2-3. Nice. Here we are. Oh, you haven't redecorated in a while, have you? It's completely untouched since when I left it, however, many years ago. There are a lot of memories contained in this room. Come, sit with me on the bed. They sit down. You said you wanted to show me something? Yes, my dear, I did. I've kept all my old drawings in here. Oh, here's the drawings. I used to draw a lot when I was young. Is this your family? So I'm going to just quickly cross this off. Great, okay. Is this your family? Yes, that one's me, of course. And those are my parents. I stopped contacting them when I left home. They died a long time ago. Is that her, then? That's my sister, Eleanor. Okay. Note. Eleanor is Oswald's sister. Okay. She was always very kind to me. She used to play with me in the garden when I was little, even when my parents were too busy to pay me any attention. We created our own little world. It was very hard losing her. What happened? She became very unwell. She had to stay in her room all day up in the attic. My parents were very worried about her for a long time, and then one day we went up there and that's awful. It was always understood that I was never to speak about it with my parents. I don't think they ever loved me as much as they had loved her. So when I was old enough, I left. And who's the other one? Oh, I'm not so sure. He must have been one of Eleanor's friends before she got ill. It's their brother. You could hear the scream from the billiard room. Did you hear that? I certainly did. I hope she's okay. We should go and check. They both rush off. So they end up in 12. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we've done a decent amount of work here crossing these off. Okay, let's try to get a couple more. There's still something apparently I can find from 12, probably something into 13. So if I can figure out maybe where, I think actually what it's going to be is either where Tony's coming from. So I owe Tony and Martha's position in 11. So if I could figure out where they're coming from in 12 or where Tony goes in 13, that would be ideal. Okay, what's wrong? He's killed Eve. Just calm down. We'll sort this out. There's a thunderclap outside and someone collapses to the floor. So this is Helen dying. Oh my goodness. What's going on? I don't know. We literally just found her. Oh dear, another one. We heard someone in here a moment ago. Did anyone see where he went? I didn't pass anyone. We heard someone here a moment ago. I didn't pass anyone. What's going on? Why is everyone in here? Annie, I'm glad you're all right. So it's true. They're coming back. Get that man away from me. I've done nothing. Whatever evil has come into your house, I have no part in it. Everyone calm down. Can anyone tell me who she was? Is she dead? It's the same as all the others. Someone's trying to scare us. I'm sure they must have been dead for a while. I don't think so. The body's still warm. So surely someone would have noticed if 4 people were walking around the house. Surely someone would have noticed if 4 people were walking around the house. Oh, she's saying the strangers. Okay, or the dead bodies. Wait, this is the fourth? It could have been a disease or something. Maybe they all escaped from some hospital nearby. Tony, please take this seriously. Isn't anyone going to point out that there are already 2 strangers in the room? Thanks, Anne. At least John and I were invited. Were you? Shut up, you two. Listen, we're all going to go to bed and lock our doors. Do all the doors have locks? Yes, darling. They lock from the inside. Then we all go to bed and we'll see where we're at in the morning. You called the police, didn't you, Martha? Yes, I called them earlier. They said they won't be able to get here until the morning. This is definitely a lie. Very interesting. Good. Until then, lock your doors and don't let any strangers in. I'm very sorry about this evening, everyone. I'm sure we'll have everything sorted out by tomorrow. There's no need to worry. Good night and sleep well. Time code 13 is night. Most people just go to their rooms and sleep, either alone or with a partner, with the exception of what happens with persons 4 and 6. Nonetheless, I've detailed what happens to each of them anyway. Okay. But there's still context. There's still context here, somehow. Let's do this. So this is 18. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably about like 7 or 8 scenes now. Let's see. Mom, can we talk? Not right now, darling. I'm a little busy. I went and talked with Vic. You know how that ring I got a while ago? Well, I thought I'd asked Vic. Oh my goodness. Mom, this is important. So this is going to be a scene that relates to 5 or to 6. I proposed, Mom. I asked her to marry me and she said no. She said there was someone else. I've lost the only person that matters to me in the whole world. I've known the two of you for a long time, darling. I'm sure you'll figure things out between you. I could do with some time to look at these. First, you come running to me after you found that dead girl yesterday. First, you came running to me after you found the dead girl yesterday. Oh, okay. So, we're talking about this one. 10, probably master bedroom 5, 6. Yes! Eddie, are you alright? Person 6 sits on the bed. Okay, so 10 is now done. Okay. There's someone put a dead body in my room. You can't be serious. The one from earlier? No, this one was a girl. She looked about my age. Oh my goodness, darling, that's horrible. Did you recognize them? No, I think someone must be leaving bodies around the house to scare us. They look fresh. I can't believe it. Although, I mean, I certainly have my suspicions. I found someone in the kitchen as well. They look like they could have been a member of staff. Did you know them? Yeah, we know he did that. I don't think we had any staff working here today. It must be the same thing then. Anyway, I poured some hot cocoa and went back to my room. I was in there for a while as well. I don't know how I didn't spot it sooner. You were distracted, darling. It's okay. That's not the worst of it. I got into bed as well, and I didn't even notice that it was in there with me. Yep, definitely an interesting account of the events. Not quite true, though. Right, because he was like, not in bed, but in her. Oh, darling, that's horrible. Although I think I might have worked out who's behind it. I think it might be your Uncle Oswald. Oh, he wasn't there at dinner. He's not really my uncle, is he? No, of course not. He came in here earlier threatening me. He seems to think that he deserves his house to himself just because he used to live here. I'll go and find him. I don't care if it's chucking it outside. He's not staying here. Darling, he's a dangerous man. If you confront him, I'm worried he might do something. We haven't... Do I know what happens with him? Maybe Eddie goes and tries to do something, but he's not successful. Well, I have to do something, Mom. I've heard that Tony keeps a gun in his bedside drawer. I'll go out and get him out of his room, and then you go in and take it. Does that sound good? Fine. I don't trust him with it anyway. Exactly, darling. We'll confront him on our own terms. There's one more thing. I found my ring on the body. but I have no idea how it got there. I had it earlier, I'm sure, but because Vic gave it to me, but I'm not sure how I could have lost it. He must have stolen it while you weren't looking. I'm so sorry, darling. That must have been so upsetting to find. It's like someone was taunting me. Maybe he thinks I'm not good enough for this house because I haven't found someone to marry yet. Well, we know it's him at least. This will be over soon. I'll go and wait in the billiard room. You sure about this? I'm certain. They both leave, and the piano can be heard playing in the background. So there's a lot to work off here. So actually, this is a great one to find, and this is where I'm going to stop it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes. We're right here on a cliffhanger, but we're gonna capture our last couple moments in this next episode. Let's do it. See you then.